All right, everyone, we'll go ahead and get started. We'd like to welcome Ludvig Aberg to Media Center here at the Tour Championship. Ludvig entering the week number 5 in the FedEx Cup, coming off at T2 at the BMW Championships. Maybe a few opening comments on being here at East Lake the first time.
Yeah, absolutely. I've looked forward to it for a long time. I've watched this tournament for a long time, and we were just talking about Texas Tech being here and playing the East Lake Cup a couple years ago, and I wasn't on that team, and so it's my first time here, and really looking forward to a cool week.
And then with the restoration, I know you're going to get out on the golf course this afternoon and see it for the first time, but with the restoration and you're being your first time here, everybody's kind of learning a new golf course for the most part. I guess what are kind of your expectations going in?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I haven't ever seen the golf course, so I don't know what to expect. We're going to go play at this 9 this afternoon, and but yeah, it looks like there's some new changes to the green area, some surfaces, and some holes might look a little bit different, which we'll sure spend some time figuring out those things and make sure we're ready on Thursday.
All right. Open up questions. If you have a question, just raise your hand and we will get a microphone over to you. Folks over here. Start here with Sean.
Sorry, did you not make the lineup for the East Lake Cup, or you weren't on the team yet?
So the week before, my roommate got COVID. So I was healthy, I was fit, but I was these contact tracing, whatever they called it back then. So I couldn't go. I was at home watching it, and I remember that was tough.
And last week you said you felt like you hadn't been swinging well, but then you started swinging better at BMW. What was maybe off in the swing, and what did you address at BMW?
I felt like it got better and better. I felt definitely over the weekend in Memphis that it got better. I was seeing the shots that I wanted. I was seeing the misses that I wanted, which is the big thing for me. And it came a little bit from the way that my body was moving. I was working towards a little bit of a stronger face, coming back in the downswing, which if my face is strong, I can rotate a little bit harder. And that's a key for me in my swing. And I have my swing coach here this week, Hans. He came over from Sweden, so it's always nice to spend some time with him.
Good. Right here, Doug.
Luddy, you've spent the last, year and a half, 2 years getting used to new courses pretty much everywhere you went. What did you find, looking back, to be the hardest one to get used to, the hardest one to learn?
Ooh, that is a great question. I actually think one of the harder ones is Riviera to get used to, because Riviera is, I love it. It's so good because it's stood the test of time, but it's still really tricky when the greens are firm and you really work in the angles. I think once you have played there a few times, you kind of know where you can't go and where you should have the pitches from and the putts from, and I'm definitely looking forward to coming back there next year and give it another shot. But I remember the first couple of days coming there and playing, I was like, ooh, this is pretty hard.
Yeah, Matt, right over here.
Hi, Ludvig. I just wanted to know your thoughts on the staggered format of the Tour Championship. To me, it makes quite a lot of sense, but you're starting a few shots back of Scotty this week. Just wondered what your thoughts would be on the staggered format of the Tour Championship.
I think it's a cool format. Obviously, it's a playoff. It's like any other sport in America where you have a regular season and you have a playoff, and I think it's great. It really, it emphasizes on playing well in these 3 tournaments, and if you play well, you get rewarded. So yeah, I like obviously being here. I like being a part of it, and really looking forward to a cool week.
Thank you, Matt. Gabby?
Hi, Ludvig. You've had a lot of firsts this year, like Doug was saying. How have you wrapped your mind around, having so much success despite a lot of this being so new to you?
Yeah, there's a lot of new things going on, but I feel like it's very, very important for me to separate those things. I'm still me. I'm still the same person outside the golf course. I'm still the same person on the golf course. That doesn't change, which I think is the main important thing for me to keep an eye on and make sure that I have people around me that helps me doing those things. And obviously, I want to get better at golf. I want to play better golf. I want to play bigger tournaments. I want to play well in bigger tournaments. So that's just I'm a competitor, and But yeah, it's this past 15, 12 months has been amazing for me on the golf course, and it's given me a lot of opportunities and a lot of chances that I hadn't had before, and I embrace those, and I love playing golf, and I love being here.
Hey, Ludwig, back to the staggered format. You're starting right in the middle, being 5 shots back. How does that change your approach beginning on Thursday at all, or maybe it doesn't?
I don't think it will change too much for me. It's still a 72-hole golf tournament. Depending on, I haven't seen the golf course. I don't really know how to play it. If there's decisions to be made or whatever, but you still got to go play really good golf, aggressive golf, if you want a chance to win, which ultimately that's what we want. So we'll still come up with a good game plan. Whenever you have the opportunity to be aggressive, we're going to be aggressive. And whenever there's a time to be aggressive to a more conservative spot, that's what we're going to do. So I think, it depends on the setup, it depends on the layout, and but I don't think it really changes where you start in the tournament.
Okay. Should we go back to Kathy here?
I apologize if this was already asked. In the last 12 months, what's the best thing that you've experienced, and what's the worst thing that you've experienced?
The best thing, I think the best thing when I'm looking back since I got done with school is probably the Ryder Cup. Being a part of the team, being part of Team Europe. I wouldn't say I have a moment where I'm like, ooh, that was awful, I don't think.
All right, let's go right here to Josh.
You're obviously new to the playoffs this year, but would you like to see the events rotate to different courses every year? Like the BMW moves around, would you like to see FedEx and this week move around?
I love Castle Pines. I thought it was great. I thought it was an awesome golf course. Memphis is a really good golf course too. It's very true. It's very fair. If you play well, if you hit good golf shots, you're going to get rewarded, and if you don't, you're going to get punished. And I think that's the way a good golf course should be. Like you said, it's my first time playing these events, so I don't really know if whether it would be better to play somewhere else. I don't have the experience. I don't know. All I know is that Castle Pine was an awesome golf course.
Good. We're just going back to Matt.
Yeah, as you come to the end of your first full season out here, just wondering how you're feeling physically and mentally, kind of assessing the season.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been fun. I still consider myself a rookie, even though it's my second year or whatever. But yeah, it's been awesome to play all these big events, have a full season under my belt, and have a lot of cool experiences. And I am looking forward to a little bit of a break, but I'm also looking forward to a good finish here at East Lake.
Yeah, right here to Adam.
Along those lines about taking a break, how much do you anticipate playing in the fall?
I'm probably going to kick my feet up quite a bit, make sure that I got some time to recover, I got some time to work on a few things, and I'll definitely go play the European Tour, the DP World Tour in Abu Dhabi, Dubai. Those are my plans right now. It might change, but that's where I'm at right now.
And as far as next year, do you anticipate playing a similar schedule or try to get to some of the courses you haven't played yet?
I'll probably, it'll be somewhat similar. I'm not sure at the moment. I think once, this week is over, we'll sit down, we'll reflect, we'll analyze and see if what we did was a good thing or if we wanted to do something different. I would assume it's going to be somewhat similar, but there might be a few events that we want to add or something like that, yeah.
You still in Tallahassee with a roommate?
Yeah, we're still there. We're actually looking for other places. I think Benny is my roommate, my landlord is kind of tired of me. I think he wants me out, so we're kind of looking for other places, but which is good to have this time coming up and kind of get those things down, and because you don't want to move and feel like you want to do it in between tournaments, or you want to make sure you have the time and find the right things in the right place.
Okay, let's go back to Gabby here.
Speaking of time off, what do you do to relax?
When?
What do you do when you want to just chill?
Yeah, so luckily for me, the Premier League football just started, so I'm going to watch a lot of football, soccer. I'm going to hang out with my friends. My girlfriend is coming over as well, so I just like to be at home, like to do normal things, go out, hang out. So yeah, we'll do plenty of that.
Do you have any like non-golf travel plans?
I don't actually. I'm definitely going to go home to Sweden for a little bit at some point, whether that's later in the fall or before Christmas. But I definitely want to go home, see some family and friends and those things.
Good. All right. Any other questions? All right. Ludvig, best of luck this week. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.